sometimes women cheat and kill too. This is a story about Aileen Wuornos, the first female American serial killer. Aileen Wuornos was born in Michigan in 1956. She was born Eileen Pittman. She was named the first American female serial killer. She had 7 victims, and she killed and robbed these victims from 1989 to 1990. While she was involved with a woman from 1986 to 1991, she engaged in street prostitution in Florida along the highways, targeting men. She was angry and had resentment for most of her life. At the age of 4, she was sent with her brother to live with her grandparents. Her grandfather molested her and raped her a number of times. She ran away and began prostitution. During her years of serial killing these men, some men were married. At least one was a cop. And she looked at all of them as gross. And she claimed she killed them in self-defense. I watched a movie called Monster. It was made in 2003, and it talked about Aileen Wuornos and her story. Charlize Theron was the main character, and she played Aileen. She won an Academy Award for Best Actress. That movie was good. I'm telling you. It had me, stunned. And I can feel the anger, through the TV. And Aileen, she would always smile. Even when she was arrested in court, facing the death penalty, she would be smiling this creepy smile. I don't understand why the men who picked her up for prostitution didn't get that sense from her. Maybe some did, but it was maybe too late. But, she was, wow. She could turn her personality off and on. Nice, mean, evil. You have to watch that movie. It's called Monster, and it came out in 2003. So she spent most of her life tortured, abused, and she was met with violence, mainly starting from her grandfather. She ran away and sold sex to survive. I remember from watching a movie, she said she wanted to kill men for revenge. And I believe she was targeting cheating men. So Again, some of her victims were married, maybe most of them. And she justified her killing as a way to save her life. She's claimed they all jumped on her, they all abused her, they all made her do something she did not want to do. So like I said in my last segment, men who intentionally cheat on women, hurt women, and think it's funny, you need to watch this movie. Because in my last segment, I noted that women are thinkers. Women are thinkers. And the woman that killed her husband for his pension and his life insurance policy thought about that for years. She actually made it so she can run into him. He had no idea. But she didn't do her research because he left his pension in his ex-wife's name. And he did not leave his life insurance in her name. But back to Aileen. They call her Lee. She was on death row for 12 years after she was caught and convicted. She revealed that she wanted to kill the cheating men, like she mentioned in her movie, The Monster. And before she actually died of lethal injection, her last words were, "I'll be back." So, again, for all you men who don't think women cheat, or at least as much as you do, some women say, you taught us how to cheat, not get caught, and you taught us anger, how to get back at you in the worst possible way. So next time you think about doing a woman wrong, think about how you may be putting your life in danger. And most of the time we hear stories about women prostitutes being killed by their Johns. Aileen turned the whole thing around. She was a prostitute, and she was killing her Johns, just for the fun of it. She would rob them, and her weapon of choice was a high-caliber .22 revolver. So not only for you men to think about doing women wrong, women should think about doing men wrong. Because your life will never be the same if you do a person wrong. Till next time, go watch Monster, 2003, starring Charlize Theron. Till next time, take care.